Quiet. Ah. Did I put that? Okay. Right. Getting stuff set up. Let me know how the volume is. Ah. Eh. Don't go. Where'd I go? Eh. Eh. どこに行くの？ちょっとお待ちください。Okay, that was weird. Hi, I'm back. Was there a second ago before I switched off the screen, but I'm back. I'm back. Okay, cool. Anyways, today I am working on more Patreon rewards. This one is Iori from Monster Hunter World, aka my boyfriend. I didn't actually make this. This is somebody's request. So, yeah, I've got a good chunk of him done. I've also got the background already started, but I have it hidden right now for the purposes of being able to color stuff. But I'm gonna add his black detail. But yeah, let me know if there's any issues with the sounds or stuff. For those of you guys who haven't been on in a couple days, I have added some new features. I've changed some stuff over and customized it more. There's also some games stuff you can play and a loyalty board. So yeah, so just let me know if everything's working, if there's any issues or anything of the like. Let me find my reference picture. I've got them also open in Photoshop because I've been stealing, what do you call them? Ooh, there's my files. Stealing. Some things. Colors. Yeah, that's the word. All right. So he's got like it's like a mesh thing going on. His little butt. Anyways. Actually, I'm gonna turn the background layer on for this. It's hard to see the lines when I'm drawing them otherwise. Well, not the actual background. I'll show you guys the actual background I'm working on in a little bit too. So I took my cat Arata to the vet today, and he just has an ear infection. So yay! I mean, it's not good he has an ear infection, but it's good. It's just an ear infection as opposed to like, something else. He does not like me sticking his meds in his ears though, but I mean, I can't blame him. I don't think I'd really like when somebody's sticking things in my ears either. We got snow today. That's great. Only what, April 20th? And here's some snow. I've also officially been able to stop the steroids I was on. The pain's not gone, but it was only a 2-week dose, and I'm so glad because it was just like taking so much out of me. I didn't like it. I think he also has some on his neck, if I'm right. Yeah, I don't know if it's supposed to be like a knitted thing or if it's supposed to be like, wow, like male, like or male or something. Well, I was waiting at the vet, like, cause we can't go in. So my mother came with, and we were driving around the parking lot playing Pokemon. Anyways, there's a hobby shop in there, and I was like, you know what, let's try going in. We've been in there before, Wong and I, but my mother had never been, and wanted to check out their Gunpla. Didn't have anything too exciting this time, but they did have a $250 version of Perfect Grade Double O, which looks to be about 7 Swords version. It looks to be about the like the standard price of it, actually, even online when I checked. But it's cool because the what do you call them? The GN drives light up. So yeah, I thought it was cool anyways. No, I did not buy it. I have that kind of money, especially after I had to put about that much out on my cat. I'm still unemployed, badly. Sad too, because I've been you know, putting in for I've been applying for jobs like crazy, but like now when they ask if you have a disability, I have to say yes. I was like, oh. That's okay though. It is what it is. There's some commissions I need to finish too. Plus I have the poll winner art for this month's Patreon also sketched out. I just haven't done anything with that. So yeah, that will be probably one of my next projects after I finish the commission. I want to see if I can get Iori done tonight though, and then I'll do the commission. It's all inked already. I actually digitally inked it first before I did this, and then I sent it to the client again because there were some like things I wasn't 100% sure on. But I was right, so it was fine. But I was like, I don't know, like, I don't know if you guys have ever worked with any kind of client or anything, but sometimes they have a very distinct image of something in their head, and it's really hard to translate that into stuff that like you can understand because everyone thinks differently and, you know, handles stuff differently. So, but because of that, oftentimes like things just don't work out simply. In this case, the big thing for me is some of the stuff that like he was asking about was really like contradictory. It's like, I can't do this if you want this kind of thing. But I mean, in the end, it worked out, I think. I'll see when I color it. That's gonna be the big thing, right? There's a lot of effects in it, and that's part where the confusion comes from. Like for instance, his head is on fire. Like oh my god, what is that name? Death Rider? Something Rider? What is his name? I'm blinking. His head, he's got a skull, and his head is a skull, and he's on fire. Something Rider. Ghost Rider, thank you. Yeah, Ghost Rider. But he's still got hair. And I don't know how that works because, and I'm not talking like a little hair, I'm talking he's got like long billowing hair, and like realistically, if you have you know, your head on fire, hair would, you know, yeah, it doesn't make any sense, and the effect isn't gonna look quite the same with flaming hair. But I don't know, especially because the the fire is only, he only wants it like around his head. So we'll see what I get done with when I actually get it done. I'm not that far yet on it. Obviously, I haven't started coloring it yet. Okay, I think I erased all those. That should be okay. All right, there we go. Woo. But yeah, Endeavor doesn't have as much hair as this guy though. Plus, it's Endeavor, whatever. He's not entirely fireproof. Isn't his like entire mustache just fire? Does he even have a real mustache? Ah! His shoe. You had to look it up? Okay, so he actually does have a mustache. That's interesting to know. I didn't think he did. I have to check another reference. As per usual, video game references are... Oh crap, I should have colored that already. Oh well. Anna. Oh. Okay. Yeah, he likes being on fire, I've noticed. That's okay. Everyone has their kink. His is just being on fire. Yeah, I would say I don't think I've ever seen him not on fire. That's why I was like, I had to think about it too. I forgot I still had that set. I was playing with background textures. Oh, this is actually not color. Okay. I'm also gonna go back now and get the part I missed. What about you? If I lit you on fire, are you fireproof? I don't think ficuses are fireproof. But what about like the plastic ones? Maybe they are. I've never tried to light a plastic ficus on fire. Never tried to light a plant on fire pretty much overall, but seems like I should do it for science. I do know some plants are harder. I do know some plants are harder to burn because of all the high moisture counts in them, which is why obviously for when you're looking for burning stuff in like campfires and stuff, you want dry things like dry leaves and stuff. You don't want the wet ones, the moist ones. Moist. Yeah, you want the dead guys. I'm assuming I can't the plastic fici. Would that be ficus? Ficis? Fici? Anyways, a lot of plastic materials melt more than burn. So it's a little different. They also produce dangerous chemicals. Ah! Thank you for the follow! I'm actually on the monitor where I can see the alerts. I had to set up the alert thing so I could see them when I'm playing Monster Hunter because I'm on a different computer for that. Monster Hunter Rise, not Monster Hunter World. I am lazy and just remote into my PS4 when I do Monster Hunter World. Hi, RTD! Alright, let's see. I forgot to color his. I almost called him Socks. So I know, like, logically I knew what this was, but for some reason my brain hearted on it. But yeah, like, so he wrapped his pants up so they're smaller. Yeah, because he had to tuck them in here. This is how ninjas do it. For those of you who haven't played Monster Hunter Rise, it has a very like ninja-esque Edo era, like pre-Edo era Japan feel to it. I like it. I really want some of those scrolls that they have. I love that. Like, well, I like traditional Japanese paintings anyways, but I'm also a big fan of yokai lore. That's the way that they drew them traditionally, but since they're really portraying a lot of them as like yokai. Like for instance, I like to call him Tetrazini. I think his name is Tetradon. Anyways, he is a sumo kappa. Yeah, kappa. But he does sumo. It's really cool. It's a cool whole theory of monster anyways, but yeah, it's a kappa. So we break his head all the time and kill him. I know also the did Ankinsum? I call him Arkansas. I always rename the monsters, guys. I'm sorry. But he is supposed to be like the Casa, the umbrella yokai in lore. I don't know if you guys know too much about lore, so I'll give you like a quick rundown to explain this. So basically, it said that items that have like that are used a lot and are worn out and loved come back as yokai. Not because of like mean things or anything, because they're not normally mean yokai. A lot of them are very mischievous or just silly. They don't usually like hurt people. They're more of like a lesson or something. But basically, like yeah, when you wear them out or whatever, they'll sometimes become yokai. And the umbrella, like the one-eyed umbrella one, you see a lot. So that's what he's supposed to be resembling of. It's not always super obvious unless you're a yokai nerd like me, but if you actually read like the descriptions on the quests and stuff, they do it. Hello, Toivu! So yeah, I thought it was pretty cool that they have that one in. I don't know about some of the other ones. Some of them are older monsters, so I don't know. I'd be curious to find out all of the lore of all of them though. So if you guys know any more, please let me know. Like which yokai they're based off of. I mean, obviously the real Monster Hunter. I am not English well today. Monster Hunter lore, I have in the game. That looks better. I can't believe I forgot that. No, I can. It's You heard a noise in the background. It's Wong losing his Gundam match. Yeah, he's screaming a lot. Ooh, what kind of salad? I had salad for lunch. It was a kale salad with cranberries and sunflower seeds. Yummy. Honestly, I like food. There we go. I put that back. Okay. I fixed it. All according to Keikaku. Anyways, we'll go back to working on the black like I had planned on before I realized I skipped that step. I wanted to type 4, I typed 5. It still sounds good. Ours was a bag of salad mix from Aldi. Like a pre-made. You had to like combine everything, but it like already had all the ingredients in there. I like them though. They're only like $2.50 each. And it's really easy to make up, and it's healthier for us. So yeah, we've been doing a lot of those, and there's a lot of different variations. Yeah. Oh, for sure. Cheaper if you can make a big batch. I haven't been to Costco in a while, which is probably for the best. Eggs definitely help for sure. I like eggs a lot anyways. Oh yeah, add the ham too. That's always good. I like ham. Secret ingredient, egg. Yeah. Well, like whenever we do, like so when we make ramen or gyudon here, we always put eggs in it too. It helps for sure. We tend to do onsen style eggs. If you're familiar with that kind of egg cooking. I like mushrooms a lot too. Honestly, there's not many foods I won't eat, but yeah, vegetables and that kind of stuff. I like fresh foods, but I also like cooked food. Okay, I like food. I like to eat croutons sometimes just plain. I'm weird. Okay, so the reason, so onsen style egg, it comes specifically because they were eggs that used to be made in onsen. But basically, it's like hard boiled on the outside, but still soft and runny in the inside. I think it has a different term in US, but I don't know what it's called. It's not super runny in the inside though. Oh, good. I'm not the only one who eats croutons. Maybe soft boiled. Is that? I don't know. I don't know. Like whenever I go to places like back when you could go to restaurants and they're like, "How do you want your egg?" And I was like, "I don't know. I will eat an egg any way you cook it." I tend to default to scramble because I actually know what that one means. But yeah, no, I love eggs, so I will eat them almost anyway. I like deviled eggs a lot. I haven't had those in a while. Yeah. Yeah, there's more choices. You can tell them to do like poached or soft boiled or hard boiled or like any style, but I'm like, I don't know. They're all eggs to me. Over easy is a type of egg too. I don't know what that one means. I really like eating eggs, so I love eggs and ramen though. It sucks up the broth so well. Like she's up. I'm kind of hungry. How would you like your eggs? Yes, yeah, that's basically it. I always get so nervous, like, don't ask me. Whenever they ask me how I want my meat on a burger or a steak, I always look at Wong and I'm like, please help me. I don't know what to do. Yeah, it does. But like Taifu said earlier, it definitely adds more to it, makes it more filling, but eggs actually complement stuff really well in general anyways. I would like to eat my egg. That's how I want it. Edible. But yeah, no, most places will like literally make it however you want it. I made the mistake once at an IHOP long ago asking what options they had, and they just named them all off, and I was like, ah, yeah, scrambled, because I don't know. I mean, I'm sure some places don't, but I know at least the IHOP near the mall near me does. I haven't tried the IHOP near that opened up closer to me because I haven't gone out to eat in a restaurant since the pandemic, and it opened during the pandemic. I don't want to eat at a restaurant, like in a restaurant for a while, anyways. So I'm apparently very good at making scrambled eggs, which I guess isn't super hard, but Wong likes how I make mine better than he makes his because mine come out really fwa fwa. I yolk. Yeah. I know there's a like yeah, we have a bunch of like little breakfast places near us, and I just like they're expensive that aren't like name like a thing. Yeah, they can. My mom did scrambled eggs okay, so I think that's probably why I do okay. I also can make tamagoyaki really well, which is strange because I hardly ever cook, but yeah, pancakes are really easy too. I'm just really lazy when it comes to cooking. I don't like things that take a lot of time, and because I have such weak wrists and hands, anything that takes a lot of effort to like stir or mix, it hurts me, so I don't like it. I also can't touch cold food very long, so cutting up things that are cold can be problematic. And cutting in general can be problematic because I'm me. Yeah, I like baking because of that. Usually that's not a problem. Yeah, let's get a robot chef. I like that. Actually, Wong cooks, and he likes cooking, and he's good at it. So generally, he cooks, and I do like baking, or in exchange for him cooking, I do the dishes. Well, when I'm able to. Typically, I have always done it, but the last couple weeks I wasn't doing so good because I physically was unable to do much of anything. I did it last night. I'm hoping that I feel better again so I can start baking more. I have more energy again, at least. Now that I'm off the steroid, it's not fatiguing me. That helps a lot. I didn't realize how much it was killing me for the energy vibe. I feel like a real person today. I hit the wrong button. What else is? when I was a kid, I always joked that taco casserole was my specialty. You guys ever had well, I'm gonna say it's probably a very unique recipe per person. But so we had something my mother taught me how to make that she called taco casserole. It was from I think like a Betty Crocker cookbook or something. Anyways, it's just like macaroni, elbow macaroni. A lot of the stuff that you would find in like tacos. So taco seasoning, ground beef. It has corn in it too. Onion. And you mix it all together and cook it and bake it and put cheese on top, of course. And then you decorate it with tortilla chips. I haven't made it in like forever. I'm not sure if I could still, but at least by memory. All right, let's see. These are my color references. I also get tired standing too long, so I think that doesn't help cooking. When did I get so old, guys? And a little bluer, I think. That looks better, I think. Okay, cool. Why not? Why don't I want an answer to that question? I already forgot what the question was. Go ahead. Do it. Answer it. Maybe I'll remember it. Come on, Ficus. When have you ever curbed your words? Is that a phrase? Oh, harsh. Don't worry. In a couple days, we can all tell Wong that he's gotten older too. Okay, good. It is a phrase. But is it an actual phrase that makes sense to other people, or is it just me stringing words together? That's the real question. Yeah. Oh man. I don't know if you guys were on the stream for that. Talking about having a burrito eating ASMR stream and watch along for Zoolander for his birthday. Okay, well, as long as you, I feel like you, Ficus, are more likely to use real phrases than me. I make up stuff or mix stuff up. My brain doesn't always filter stuff right because multiple languages and lack of sleep and stuff. Oh man, it's gonna be a great stream. RTD's here for it. He gave some burrito bucks, so he gets to be a part of it. Wong hasn't told me where he wants me to get burritos from yet, though. Don't worry, I'll add the guac. More burritos for Wong. That was though. Biting a cactus and hoping for water? Cacti are generally a lot of them are full of water. I mean, you probably shouldn't bite a cacti normally because they might hurt, but also they're my friends. I spilled my water. Not wearing a long enough sleeve. You're right, though. A lot of Southern wisdom kind of sounds like they just kind of string things together and hope for the best. Maybe I'm secretly Southern. A Southern wisdom. That definitely makes sense, guys. Speaking of weird phrases, talking to my mom about this today because this phrase always, Wong does not like this phrase. You guys ever heard the phrase, "It's no skin off my teeth"? Wong was just wincing loudly in the background if you guys heard that. He hates that phrase. I mean, it's understandable. It's a kind of freaky, creepy sounding phrase. I just don't really understand it though. Like, I mean, I get what it's supposed to be, but like, why? Who has skin on their teeth? Are you eating people? Oh, a Malaphor. Okay. Yeah, I haven't actually looked up the etymology of that one yet. Being a Malaphor could make sense, though. I'm personally a big fan of the phrase, "When the king's a queen, it makes two in the castle," but apparently that's not a real phrase. At least nobody online has ever heard it. It was something my mother said to me once, and it might have been on a long car trip where we were both very tired and not making sense, but it stuck with me, and I was like, I like it because it makes sense to me. And I tried to look up to find to explain it because I was like, this is what I think it means, and Wong's like, are you sure? So I was like, I'll look it up, and I've never been able to find it. But what I think it means is basically, so when the king's a queen, so when the king's a drag queen, makes two in the castle. So you don't have to be lonely if you are just true to yourself, is what I think. Or if the king's also a drag queen, he can marry himself. I also enjoy tilting at windmills, but that one I actually know the whole etymology and stuff behind, so. But there's a stretch, if I'm driving down in Indianapolis, there's a whole stretch of road that just has a bunch of windmills on it, and especially when you're driving at night and it's just these big red flashing lights, and I'm talking like the wind turbine ones, not like old school ones. So you just see like, you know, the monsters with their red glowing eyes flashing in the darkness. And I was like, I understand Don Quixote, I get it now. But yeah, what color should I do next? The other blue. I do know a lot of phrases though. How we say them is not what they actually all are. Like, how do you say it? We're missing parts of it. It got like shortened badly. So, for instance, the phrase "blood is thicker than water" is not the full phrase. In fact, the full phrase is actually opposite of that, if you will. It's like blood is thicker than water, but the covenant is stronger, or whatever. Basically, it comes out to, while yes, blood is thicker than water, your family doesn't matter, friends are better. So that whole thing, everyone uses that. Blood of the covenant is thicker than the water of the room. Yeah, there you go. He got it all. Yeah. So that's just it. It's only part of the phrase. You're missing part of it. So most people hear that and they're like, yeah, because you should always like your family and put them ahead of, but that's not true. You do choose your own family, and your family doesn't always have to be related by blood. Yeah, you're born with some, but that doesn't mean that if they're not treating you right, you don't have to stick with them. I get along with most of my family. I don't really like much of my dad's side of the family. I don't like the way they've treated me since I was a kid, and even now. So I have like, well, I had an uncle I really liked on that side, but he passed away. And then I have a aunt that I still talk to because she also has like fibromyalgia and stuff. So she's really nice anyways, but it's nice having somebody to talk to that because, you know, nobody in her side of the family believes she had it until I got it. And then I was like, I went out to eat with her once and she's like, oh, I have this too. And I was like, what? What? This whole time my dad's like, no, it doesn't exist. It's not from my side of the family. And I was like, what? Your sister has it. Hi, firearm. Yeah, I love studying the etymology and stuff of phrases though. So like that's a huge thing I like doing in spare time. We will say something and be like, "Ooh, I wonder how it came out to be." Like honestly, linguistics was something I wanted to look into going into. Last day of good health, what does that mean? Oh. Actually the second COVID vaccine wasn't that hard on me. And I mean, I tend to, well, I was gonna say I tend to metabolize medicines quick, but a lot of people with autoimmune had some major issues. I am glad that I didn't take the Johnson and Johnson one though, not because I'm like super worried about the like the whole clotting thing. I understand, but I had Pfizer. But most of the people who have been getting it have low clotting rates to begin with, and it like low platelet counts and low clotting rates, and I am one of those people. Yeah. For me, the side effects weren't that bad. I had a little lethargy. Oh yeah, because Wong had the same issue. He had more. He had some nausea and fatigue too. Okay, so here are some recommendations that should help alleviate your symptoms. So first off, ironically, this one helped me because I take vitamin B12 every day. Taking vitamin B helps. It helps negate some of the bad side effects of the COVID shots. Period. But I have to take it because I have two different types of anemia. One is B12 deficient anemia. So I'm already taking it. Then the other one is that morning I woke up with a higher temp, so I took an acetaminophen beforehand. Apparently, that's actually what they recommend you do is take an acetaminophen ahead of time. So I would say do that too. It will help keep your temperature balanced and help with the nausea and stuff. In my case, I did it to keep my temp down because autoimmune makes my temperature spike all the time. Yeah, honestly, I see gotcha and I roll if I want the character. I don't care what the odds are. I don't whale though. Not that I would have money to whale. Yay! I can't peel eggs very well. You can ask Rana Face sometime. We peeled eggs together and she kept taking it from me because I was peeling so badly. In fact, it was the night we had hot pot. It's been a while. I have the solution to your egg problem. Just eat them. Eat the other two. My inability to do stuff is always a step. Isn't there something about making them cold that helps too? I don't know. I'm not an expert on eggs. I'm just an expert on eating them. They're delicious. Although please avoid them if you have a allergy. Finding all these gaps in here. Ah, okay. Yeah, so like, well, I would say boiling and putting it in cold water, isn't that like technically like blanching them then? I blanch shungiku for those sandwiches I make. So that's how I do it. You get them, boil them for a little bit, and then throw them in cold water, ice water, ice bath to be fair. Actually, when we make like any kind of like hard boiled or soft boiled eggs or whatever, we do them in our Instant Pot or rice cooker because you can do them in both a lot easier than doing it on a pot. I love our Instant Pot. He's such a nice guy. Also, I don't really know cooking terms, so the fact that I know any of them is good, even if I'm using them wrong. I am not an expert chef. Gordon Ramsay would not like me. I once accidentally used wax paper instead of parchment paper. It ended about as well as you expect. Cooking stream. I tried to get Kitten to do a making chocolate stream with me for Valentine's Day, but she wasn't feeling up to doing it. But I talked to Kohaku about doing it, and so she might come over one of these days and we'll make like a cake or something and do it on stream. I'm more of a baker, and Kohaku is definitely a baker, but Kohaku also cooks pretty well. I mean, like I said, I can, I'm just lazy. It'd just be a silly stream, but it might be our version of a collab stream then. She does want to do an art stream too, but we're running into the issue that because she doesn't have the digital capabilities yet, we'd have to find a way to set it up on a traditional, and that might not work as well. But cooking is a little easier because we don't only have to necessarily have one webcam for the. We'll just set it up a little better than Hachima's. Also, we aren't using tarantulas. Eh? I don't have that much room. I mean, we can do it, but yeah, it's the amount of like cameras and stuff, and even then, I don't know if the webcam would pick it up that well from that far away. So yeah, we just kind of have to like we can do it in person. It would just be harder. I'd have to like test it out first with her one of these days. I mean, I told her I'd be willing to do an off collab or like an offline, yeah, collab with art anyways, or art trade or whatever. I used to do a lot of art trades with people, but I just haven't had time. So now I take them very sparingly because I keep having the same people ask it that I'm getting kind of tired of. Some of them I'm kind of getting tired of asking because it's always the same stuff, and their art has not changed in years, and it's never been my aesthetic. I try not to be too mean, but it also gets to the point where you're like, oh, please stop. I also offered to eat all the food she makes if she ever starts her stream and does like anime nerd baking streams. I will happily eat all the food. I was hoping to start walking again since I got a little energy, but it snowed today. It freaking snowed today. Like, what the hell? It's April. Almost all through April. I don't like it. But I think it's supposed to warm up after this now. And I mean, it didn't stick at least. It was warm enough that it didn't stick because it was still like in the 40s. To be fair though, I remember the worst blizzard that we had when I was a kid that we literally knocked our power out for several days was in April. So I remember because we my parents dragged our mattress downstairs for me and my sisters, and we all shared the same mattress and blankets and cuddled up together to sleep at night. But since there was no like heat during the day or whatever, we would turn on the stove because they had gas stoves and like leave the door open. And yeah, that was our heat during the colder parts of the day. And we didn't have to go to school. But obviously the school didn't have power either. But yeah, it was sometime in April. I don't remember when. Oh, I also should have changed the minimum requirements for the roulette and slot, so you guys should be able to do them lower amounts now. And if not, I need to fix that again. I see how it is firearm. Yeah, so the point thing I hadn't had turned on ahead of time, but everyone who showed up for some of the last streams, I went and manually assigned them some points. So if I missed you and you're a regular, let me know. I also need to figure out what I'm gonna use the points for. So what kind of stuff would you guys like to use them for? Basically, unlike the fries, so the Happy Meals, unlike the fries. Whoa, RTD, you got a lot of Happy Meals. But I'm thinking, like, because usually it's for, like, merchandise stuff. Maybe I accidentally gave you too much. I don't think so, though. I'm guessing it's because of, you get points for, like, everything. And you've been on a lot of my streams, so. But yeah, I was thinking I might do it for, like, commissions and stuff. And, like, you know, free art. But I was wondering if there's anything else you guys would be interested in, too? Or anything more specific, if you guys would like more physical merch or something. Alright, here comes my Ojo-sama. I think it's me. I'm pretty sure I put myself up as number 1. But yeah, so the Happy Meals and the fries are different things, but I don't know. It's just more things to feel entertained. Alright, weird noises. Here we go. Yes, weird noises. I am completely normal. I don't know what you're talking about. My specialty is being deranged. Yeah, I mean, it's not a rush for any of you guys because I still have plenty of time to set it up. I'm just, and you guys are still gathering the loyalty points or whatever, for like the Happy Meals. But yeah, I feel like I want you guys to have some say in what you can use them for too. Bonk Wong? Bonk Wong is already in the fries. Why do you need it again? This is supposed to be stuff physical for you guys, not like, yeah, this is supposed to be you guys, what is it? Rewarding your loyalty, because yeah, you like me, you really like me. Okay, you can still bonk Wong. I mean, I put that option in here, period, like entirely because it was requested, so. I'm glad you guys are having fun with it. Never too many options to bonk the Wong. Pick what I bonk him with today. I usually just bap him on the head with my hand, but. Maybe when I get my next Twitch payout, I'll buy like a rubber hammer or something to bonk him with. Man, maybe I can see if they still sell the Kodomo no Mocha one. Be a nice satisfying noise, I think. So in Kodomo no Mocha, or if you guys aren't familiar with that series, she has like a little rubber hammer that makes like a squeaky noise when she baps people with it. Option at a large amount. A game of their choice on stream. Oh yeah, I mean, I'm thinking I would probably do that for French fries, but I could always do that for it. I mean, I'm pretty open about playing games with people right now. I mean, I guess if I get more popular and have a lot of people. I miss French fries. Why aren't you eating French fries? I'll eat them for you in your memory. But I'll definitely put that down in the thing, because I'll probably do some polling and stuff once I get it up. I'll probably poke the Discord group a bit, but I also use my Twitter a lot for stuff like this. By the way, you guys may have noticed I did not put up a poll for karaoke like I said I was going to, because I realized it's May is the next karaoke stream, and that's when we have ASEN's karaoke relay, so I'm actually part of a relay again, so I don't need a date, it's already decided for me. Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, the thing with like dieting or trying to eat healthier in general, it's not about quitting stuff cold turkey. It is about cutting back though. So yeah, not eating as much or eating more healthy things. So I want to fight people whenever they're like the keto diet. Like, no, not the keto diet. Keto. Keto is not good for you, especially in the long run. And a lot of the weight that you lose initially is going to be water weight. But it can kill your freaking liver, kidneys. If you already have health issues, it's bad. Yeah. I mean, it's actually better to just, like I said, to just moderate what you eat, cut down on the snacks. Like, instead of at food having like big globs of like carbs on the side, you know, eat more veggies with it. You can still eat the carbs, just don't eat as much. And obviously, you know, do some exercising. Like, choose to walk when you can. I know it's weird with the pandemic, so it's so hard to do stuff, but yeah, that definitely helps. Yeah, 30s suck for women, European women. know, our ancestry still wants us to be a fat peasant woman running away from the royals. My metabolism just kind of died when I got to like 25. In my case right now, though, of course, that was about the time my health has always been bad since like middle school, but it really got bad, and I started figuring out what it was and getting treatments and stuff. That didn't always work, but probably about the time I was 25. Oh, that's good. Yes. If you can, always take care of your health too. So go in and get blood work and like physicals and stuff. I know not everyone has insurance to do it, but it's good if you can, because you can catch a lot of stuff that way. Plus, you know, it's good just to know that, hey, you have to do this. It's kind of ironic because my dad's doctor told him he had to cut down on carbs because his cholesterol too high. I think that's what it was. Anyways, so he started trying to, and like he told my mom, but she would be like, because my parents obviously are, despite I don't know if I've ever talked about my parents. They don't really get along, but they still live together and are still married. But yeah, so like she would try to make like low carb meals and stuff, and he was complaining about it and wouldn't eat much of it, and then he'd go and have like a large slice of cake or eat snacks, and it's like, that's not helping. So he had another appointment not too long ago, and they're like, you still need to drop your carbs. When he mentioned it to my mom, she almost like threw something at him. She's like, I tried. You wouldn't eat the stuff. Eat lots of green leafy vegetables. Those are filling. This may not be cholesterol. It's something with carbs. I don't know. I don't have that high reading, so maybe it's blood pressure and don't know. Egg is number one. Yeah, it's weird for me. I'm actually like, despite all of the medical issues I have, I actually have very good test results for stuff, which is why they're always like, oh, what is this? We don't know, because your test results show nothing. They show you completely should be healthy. Yeah, I was gonna say, that's why so many places like have the lower in fat eggs are just egg whites, not the yellow part. I'm beating medicine. I'm just a mystery waiting for Dr. House to solve me. But no, a lot of autoimmune stuff doesn't show up on tests normally, and that's why it's a problematic thing. Like even the fibromyalgia, it took me forever to get that diagnosis because it was literally testing for other things and finding out I didn't have any of those. So it's like, what is that called? Process of elimination kind of thing? Yeah. That's how that diagnosis tends to work, is once you've eliminated everything else, whatever's left, no matter how improbable, must be the truth. Just gonna quote some Sherlock Holmes there. I also have really low blood pressure, which is very surprising. But my mother also has low blood pressure, so I get that from her, I guess. My father actually has high. Luckily, I did not get that from him. I'll take my low blood pressure. At least one of my things is low. Hydrate. Okay. I actually have a glass of water next to me today. I always have some. I usually have milk next to me, but I have water today. Posture check. Okay. That's a good one too. I always forget to do that. Ah! Cracked my neck. Don't worry, guys. I'm just falling apart. It should be. Yeah, I put that on specifically because I forget to do that, so it's good to have, you know, you guys remind me. Sometimes I'm better about it than others. A lot of it depends, like, how I'm feeling. I'm actually, as far as pain today, not too bad. The chest pain is still here, but like the back and neck pain aren't, so I didn't think about it. I also sometimes don't realize it's been an hour when I stuff. I got too much to do. I can't die yet. I want to get to the end of those kiosks for one thing. My notes are so indecipherable, nobody else would be able to finish it. Full of characters I gotta kill off. Thumbs up. Okay, I think. I'm gonna do something. I forgot what I was gonna. Thing I saw. I wanted to fix. Oh, I found it. The shading here got weird. I'm guessing I didn't like pull it all the way over. I'm just gonna smudge and clean it up. There you go. Perfect. But yeah, no, part of the reason that I started really talking to my doctor about stuff was because of the fact that I was having more issues doing stuff I shouldn't have had issues doing. So I was like, I have insurance. I might as well use it while I can and be like, hey guys, I'm falling apart. Please fix me. They're like, well, we can't fix you, but we can at least put some tape on it and hope it's better. Unfortunately, a lot of my stuff is going to be in the management, not curing route. Mm. Doing the red now. Is there another? No, okay, I have it right. All right. Wow, that doesn't look red at all. Let's change it. More red. That looks better. Okay. A lot of studios. What's that mean? Mine has absolutely nothing on it in regards to any kind of fitness. Even as it was, I had to fight them to get physical therapy a while back. But as soon as I got the fiber diagnosis, they were like, "Oh no, she actually sick." Like, yeah, dudes, I'm not trying to, you know, steal money from you. I'm literally like, I need help. I'm in pain peckle. Is it like a gym studio or an exercise studio? Is that what it is? Oh, like a yoga studio or dance studio. That's interesting. Ironically, those things are more expensive anyways. But when I went to a gym, it was good. Maybe you can get some of the get on some of those classes. And yeah, I went to Planet. Well, at first I went to. The first one I went to was, I think Planet Fitness was the second one. I went to a different fitness place before that, and it was one of those, $10 to join things. And it was $10 a monthly, or no money to join, $10 down, or $10 a monthly. It was okay. And then it closed down, so I got my money back, obviously. And then there was another one that I did, I think it was Planet Fitness, and I did that one for a while, but I couldn't get myself to go to the gym. It was so much further away than the old one. And I'm not good at going places alone because of my anxiety. And I'm like, yeah, no, this isn't working. I'm not using it enough to justify paying for it. And then I started having major pain. And then, of course, the other friend I was going with that I found was going too, she also has like fibromyalgia and other pain too. So we both had to keep canceling because we were both in so much pain. We're like, this is like pointless. So I just quit. And I just do Ring Fit at home now. I like better. Well, when I could. I'm hoping to try to start it up again this week or next week. We'll see. I actually wanted to look into taking a Tai Chi class, but the place that I was gonna try for closed down during the pandemic. Yeah, not surprised. I tried watching a video online for Tai Chi, and I couldn't. The lady was just hilarious. She wasn't trying to be, but it was so ridiculous. I'm like, I can't take this serious. I'm laughing too hard. When I was younger, I used to do Taibo. That was fun. 30% off the. Oh yeah, that would have been better if it was. Dang insurance. Help a girl out here. Yeah, so I used to do Taibo a lot when I was young. I used to be, well, when I was really young, I was in so much dance and tumbling a week that, yeah, it was insane. I don't know how I had time to do stuff, which is probably why I didn't watch a lot of TV as a kid. Yeah, I don't think I would do very well with the yoga, which is why I like Tai Chi better. I'm not super flexible. I know, says the girl who had 12 years of dance. I'm not super flexible. I was never very good at dance. I was good at like tap and lyrical and stuff a bit, but I wasn't like really good at like ballet and stuff where you really need the flexibility. I had rhythm and I can memorize steps. I'm just not good. I think I got too disillusioned. I can do the dog stretch. Yeah. But that's why Tai Chi is supposed to be not only a workout, but also very stress relieving too. So that's why I wanted to try it. Corpse position. You just like lay there. Yeah, I think that's one of the big things nowadays. This is not just exercise. Yeah, I was gonna say corpse pose makes me think something's dead. Like face down. It's like I place myself in, uh, place myself in face down position and end my turn is what I'm picturing. Yep. Don't worry, we're all old. Look at his bag. I mean, I was never super flexible, but I miss being able to do some of the stuff I used to be able to do. Actually, though, I did feel like Ring Fit was helping with my flexibility again. I really like Ring Fit, so if you guys have a Switch, I definitely recommend that as a workout program. I actually do their stretching, but I'm not even talking about just their stretching, even some of the exercises. Like, I don't know, Waifu, if you've gotten to any of, like, they have some yoga poses and stuff in their exercises, and those are what mostly I'm talking about. Even just generally, some of the things that they have you do. My biggest problem is I don't have the breath capacity to run. I mean, obviously, well, I would say I tend to put in the ones that I like the best and that are the easiest for me to do, but I still feel I'm getting a workout from. But I usually try a new one when I get it. And then there's sometimes when you go through like a mini game where it'll be like, you can only use these move sets. And then you'll have to go through the whole yoga ones. Mountain climbers. Whoa. Oh, I don't like that one. I've been on it a few weeks because of the chest pain thing, but I miss it. That's why I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna get better. I'll just, keep trying to do stuff and forcing myself to do stuff anyways. I don't understand not doing. I'm hurt. But I already talked to my rheumatologist to see what she's for the next step of this is, anyways. At least the rash is gone I had on my back. I still have a cyst that I need to go see a dermatologist. It's on my neck. I need to see a dermatologist about, but I don't need to see them for this, so I'm not in as big of a rush. I can't get a dermatologist that takes my insurance. My insurance is pretty crappy. For some things. Other things it's good for. I mean, I guess I should say it's really good for what it does cover, but a lot of places won't take it. I'm on the poor people's insurance in the area. Ah, I went to. Have you guys ever worn Tabi and Geta? So Tabi are the socks that have the slits in them like this. Like they have like the toes split weird because they're for use on these Geta, which are the sandals. It's interesting. For my Sharak Sanzo cosplay, I did Tabi and just flip flops because they look like flip flops. But I did actually buy Tabi for them. It feels it's okay while you're wearing the sandals or Geta or whatever, but the instant you take them off, it's just a weird flip. I like. There it goes. Weird. I need to get a good pair of Geta. I had bought one, but it doesn't. It's not the size it says it was, so it doesn't fit me quite comfortably. So I'm probably gonna sell them or give them to somebody else who can use them. I also need to get a Jubon because I had another one where I got it and it's not quite right. It was supposed to be white and it's like off white, and I'm like, that's not what I wanted, but okay. So so much rope. So we've been watching Gundam Age lately. We're almost done with it. We're in the third half, the third part of it. It's split into like 3 pieces. It has to do with generation things. Anyways, the place we're at right now, they kidnapped the main kid, the enemy did, and then they're like, okay, here's some cash. Have fun, and then just dropped him off on the their home planet. And I was like, what is going on? I haven't watched the next episode yet, so I don't know. I mean, I get what they're trying to do, kind of, but it's like, you guys are a little lax. He might still be a kid, but he was piloting the Gundam guys. Whatever. It's weird. That whole series has made me gone, what? Like, the first third was like, okay, it's okay, and then the second third was so good. Because it was like the only one where you didn't have like the main character having special powers. He was just a normal person. He wasn't even like super smart. He was just normal. But he had to like find ways to excel at, like, you know, get better, like kind of like the ways we have to. And then we're in the third thing, and now it's like, oh, this kid's got special powers again, and he's super strong. Wow, stronger than the first kid. But yeah, it's weird. And it's all like done by the guy who did like the studio that does Professor Layton, and like the art is Layton, so it's weird. I don't dislike it. It's just one of those like, huh. I do see why it doesn't get talked about too much though. What is what? Oh, the series I was talking about is Gundam Age. Sorry, I already forgot. Yeah, I already forgot what I was talking about. Guys, why am I like this, right? Most of the newer Gundam series that weren't UC were rather weak. Even some of the newer UC ones weren't that good. They had their good moments. I feel like the UC timeline overall has some of the best story stuff. But Double O was freaking amazing, and I really like that a lot of the stuff in Double O is more relevant now than it was back then, because it talks about a lot of like world things, like war and racism and just nationalism and things like that, and it does a really good job at it. So what did I do? I feel like at some point I must have moved some of these. All right, let's clean this up now. I don't know what I did. I must have like I have no idea. I wonder if I not nudged the outline by accident. That seems to be what it was. Okay, it's easy enough fix. I'm seeing some other stuff I missed while I went through it, so. Yeah, I tried to do that whole collection thing to keep myself from making too many mistakes, or to keep having to go outside the lines too much. Today was not that day. I messed up. Ooh. Why are you not erasing? There it goes. Don't you lag on me. Derp, I totally missed that one entirely. I just realized how much I missed on that one too. Ah! Okay, I didn't clean up. Ooh. I mean, some of it might not be noticeable when I get the background in place. And this is at like 200%, so. Still, it bothers me. We are gonna clean it up. I was really excited about this month's Patreon reward since, you know, first I gotta do it should be D-Lit and then I gotta draw Iori. So, good choices. And generally I enjoy them all, even if there's characters I don't know. Because it's kind of fun to experiment and do stuff I don't normally draw. And on my random silly goal of if I got one more Patreon, I would do more of those Kiosk Bunny Girls. I did not get one more, so no more of those Kiosk Bunny Girls for a while. Sorry, guys. But I am gonna try to turn that Horan one into a sticker and see if it works okay, and then I'll look into doing some other stickers. So I'm taking some pre-orders on it. So if you're interested, it's $5, free shipping to the US, $1.50 shipping to not US. Check out the information on Zo's Kiosk's Facebook page, in my art Facebook page, my Twitter, or the Discord. want to add like more merch for those kiosks, but I'm never sure what to do. So I'm experimenting with stuff I can do in-house for now. I want to do some acrylic still, but. And this year is going to be those kiosks' 15th anniversary, so I want to do some fun stuff and make some new stuff I haven't made yet for people as prizes. Oh! I'm also still looking if you guys are artsier people yourself and want to donate something or just want to give a couple bucks towards like a gift card for the prize of the big contest this time around. I was trying to get some stuff prepped that wouldn't all be the same stuff as usual. I just realized this was in CMYK. When the heck did that happen? Oh well, whatever. I guess I did draw it kind of the same. Yeah, we'll just all make it. Fluff. That one's darker though. More fluff! What is that? Gold? It's so fluffy! I do kind of find it ironic that he is the buddy trainer and it looks like he's wearing one of the buddies on his back. Or maybe because he's covered in fur like that, a fur pelt like that, they think he's one of them. I don't know, he's a good boy. That's all that matters. Oh no! I don't know what I said after that. That's okay. Welcome back. Buffering! I'm still a little out of it from the meds are mostly out of my system now, but I'm still not sleeping that well, so. I also don't like that it got cold again. Lincoln. Not that I'll be on for too much longer. I'm getting hungry. Ah. Thank you, NFA, for the raid. You're squeaky clean. What? What is going on, kid? Quick, somebody get the ant spray, the repellent. Wait, isn't that raid? I'm so confused. I confused myself. I hurt myself in confusion. What's a raid call? Time for more dumb questions by Kojika. I wanted to type 3 and I typed 8. What the heck? Oh, there's a raid with an axe. Wow. Oh. The air siren. I rarely get to raid people because I stream at such weird times compared to people I know. I need to find like more people to follow so I can raid. I'm bad at that. I'm bad at a lot of things though, to be fair. Yeah, I'm not going to be on too much longer. It's about 15 till the 2-hour moments. I just am trying to clean up this white and then I'll probably get off. Pressure me to leave? Okay, bye. I want to eat. You guys convinced me to stay longer by ordering me food. I'll probably, at this point, it's probably going to take me about that time to get these, this white all cleaned up. There's a lot of it. Ah! I just got my headphones stuck on my tablet again. Like, I really got it stuck that time. Ah. Maybe I want you to suffer for the last 15 minutes of work. Ah! I both miss and don't miss working. I mostly don't miss working that particular job, but all these places around me are hiring and I can't do any of them because I'm too weak. Is this an online interview, Twaifu, or in person? Oh, phone. That's good. Yeah, I mean, it's still nerve-wracking, but at least, you know, it's not in person. Like, waiting with a bated breath for some of the places. Like, one of the ones I was really, really, like, hit everything for them that I applied for, and I would like it. It's a little further away than I like. It's actually up all the way by Kitten, but I'm like, at the same time, I'm like, if I can get it, it's good pay. It should be worth the drive. And it doesn't require me to, you know, have some. I don't know why so many design positions are like, you must be able to lift this many pounds. Like, no, why? This isn't like a print shop or anything. Please stop. Oh, that's good. Yeah. I did actually apply to the job that you sent me earlier today too, Twaifu. That's just it. It's like lately a bunch of them have changed what they consider disabilities. And so fibromyalgia and autoimmune now cover disabilities. And usually if it's just autoimmune, it doesn't say anything specific. I just don't say anything. But when it's fibromyalgia, I'm like, that's literally in my medical records. So I have to start saying I have disability and checking that in the marks on applications, which probably isn't a horrible thing, but it's also like just makes me feel bad. When did I become like this? Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't actually feel I'm very qualified for that one though, but I figured might as well try. I apply for a lot of jobs that I'm probably not the most qualified for, but I'm like, you know what, it's a job. If I'm good enough, maybe. I'm a quick learner. But yeah, I'm severely limited by what I can do because I can't stand for long periods of time. I can't lift a lot of weight. Oh, yeah. It's still up, so. Is it April now? Yeah, it's April, right? Well, yeah, especially because you wanna, if there's gonna be a job, like if you know there's a job listing you have that it's gonna have a lot of applicants, I can understand holding it open longer, I should say, because you want to make sure you get like, especially if you haven't found an applicant that just screams like this, yes, this is the perfect applicant, and you aren't in a huge hurry to fill it. You want it filled, but if it doesn't have to be like filled within, you know, a week, sometimes it's better to go a little slower. I will say, their automated system for pulling stuff from your resume was a lot better than I'm used to. I didn't have to like fix that much. I'm used to a lot of them being really bad at them. I also hate that they're like, upload your resume, now type in that exact same information here. Like, isn't that the point of the resume? That's actually a good theory. I mean, I assumed it was something about the automation process, or 'cause I know like so when most when like with resumes and stuff, I because I know this is true for resumes, so I assume it's still similar for the automated stuff too, like that. Uh, they have certain words and stuff that they automatically look for in your resume, and if you don't trigger those words or those keywords, you're automatically out. So my assumption is it's similar. Like they look at the, they have things set up like if it meets this parameters of job experience, yay. If not, bye bye. Because that is a huge issue. So many jobs there's so many of their applicants are just being fed through like automated systems that they are oftentimes missing really good applicants. Because automation is not perfect. And I also understand when you have, thousands of applicants, it's hard to spend all that time going, having your HR go through it. And of course, it's the way people format it. You have some who don't format it quite right, where go by the first 3 days. What do you mean? I also hate that if I was a quick hire, you should. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Yeah. That's another thing too. Yeah, if you have a lot of applicants, they may not even look at your resume if they, found good enough in at the top of the pile. That's a problem that I've really run into, and that even Kitten was running into, is the fact that so many people are applying for the same positions now, but a lot of them have more experience because they lost their jobs. A lot of graphic designers lost their jobs at the beginning of the pandemic. So you have a lot of these people who are really heavily experienced that are now taking lower salary jobs. Yeah, I also hate that so much of what I was told and like taught in school isn't actually valid for job applications now. I always do research on it and check first, but yeah. Oh, that's interesting. All right, So I am gonna call it here then. I'll still finish this, so it should be hopefully posted later tonight, not tomorrow. But yeah, so this is the background I have working with it too. It's supposed to be it's not, it's a work in progress still, but it's supposed to be based off of the buddy area that he hangs out in the game. So like this, he sits on that rock by there. So it's still work in progress, but that's what it's based off of. I have it zoomed in a lot like more than it was because I was like I don't want to like take away too much from him, but I felt like a good background was good for it. So yeah. Okay. All right. So I might be on again later playing more Monster Hunter Rise with Wong. Uh regardless, I'm gonna go eat, and I will be at some point eating streaming Monster Hunter Rise again. Thank you guys. Good night.